Hey you guys, welcome back. Another episode of Music in the Stars. A lot of people have been reaching out asking me to explain further how they can look at their own chart and check out where the eclipse is happening, in what house, and how it relates to their own planets and their own sign. So in this video, I'm going to do a tutorial on exactly how to do that. And I also wanted to put out there to you guys, if you want me to go into your chart and check it out and give my 2 cents on what it means for you, just hit this link above to my website and we'll dig into it. All right, let's check it. Okay, so here's how it works. We've pulled up a natal chart. We go and we find where is Aries, and we can see right here, Aries is on the cusp of the 3rd house in this particular chart. We see the sun is in 20 degrees Aries in this particular house. So right away we know, oh, this is likely going to be a powerful moment, a powerful eclipse for this person, because the eclipse itself is 19 degrees Aries. But let's take this a step further. What we want to look at are the transits, all of the transits that will be happening. So pulling up your chart is just step 1 to find out which house is ruled by Aries, and that's going to dictate what area of our lives is being affected by the eclipse and by the conjunctions that are happening on that eclipse. But we want to go a step further. So then we type in the transit date. We type in what's happening on April 8th. So we type that in and we pull up the transits, and then we get this screen. Boom! Right away, people get lost and confused at this moment because clearly there are a lot of things going on, but really it's just the inner circle representing your natal chart that we just looked at, whereas the outer circle represents all of the transiting planets and where they're at right now in relation to your natal chart. So we can see here we still have Aries on the cusp of the 3rd house, and you can see North Node, Moon, Sun, Chiron, Mercury retrograde, all in the sign of Aries, all pretty much right on top of the natal sun here. So this is going to be a very powerful, transformative eclipse for this person. Yet let's remember, the house that it's all taking place in really dictates the area of life that the influence will happen. And so what does that mean? The 3rd house, it's all about communication. It's all about how this person shows up in the world, in their community, how they relate and communicate their feelings, their emotions, who they are. The big thing for me in this is this 19 degrees Chiron conjunct that sun. 19 degrees sun on top of the moon. This particular person will be likely dipping into their wound, finding their own voice, how they communicate. There's a wound there within the voice, within their connection, within the community. This is an opportunity for this person to go in and really unlock that. The moon, again, the eclipse is always on a new moon, yet new moon is a time to set our intentions, to set where we would like to see our lives go from this point out. The moon, 18 degrees Aries, right there on top of that natal sun. So there's a lot of emotion, there's a lot of feeling, there's a lot of vulnerability in how one can express themselves, how this person is going to communicate with their local environment, with their local community. Let's take this a step further. What you want to do is you want to then pull up the aspect grid, see if there are any other planets that are being affected by this eclipse. So we pull up this screen, the aspect grid. Again, very confusing for many people, but nonetheless, this is what it boils down to. So many of these we've already discussed. We've got these conjunctions here, right, that we just looked at down here. What branches out are these squares here. We've got square Mars, Sun, square natal Mars, transiting Moon, square natal Mars. This is significant. Let's have a look. Transiting Chiron, square natal Mars. So basically all of these conjunctions are pretty much square the natal Mars. Mars, our willpower, our strength, our motive force, our energy that gets us moving, that gets us out, gets us going in the world. Somehow, all of what we were discussing here with this conjunction in Chiron, this wound, this vulnerability, this using our voice in order to express ourselves within our community, express ourselves to those around us, It's going to be challenged. The natal Mars is going to be challenged. That willpower, that strength to use the voice. There's going to be a certain tension there, likely. This Mars is in the 12th house. That's deep. The 12th house it's known as the house of drawn shades. It's known as the house of self-undoing. There's immense energy for this person within the 12th house because the Mars is all about energy. It's all about power. It's all about strength. This is going to be triggered. There's going to be movement. There's going to be something within the 12th house, something within the power of this person coming through that eclipse, through those vulnerabilities of Chiron. Asking energy to come through there, asking strength to come through there, bringing bravery into this eclipse, into using their voice. Let's remember too, Aries is ruled by Mars, so that automatically brings the Mars energy into this. But there's a potential blockage there. So a good meditation for this particular soul would be to go into those places that feel locked. Really become present, become aware of where the voice is locked, where energy wants to come through, but there are potentially fears stopping. There are potentially blockages that stand in the way, and then you can't express yourself. This is a chance with that eclipse, because again, let's remember the eclipse gives us a chance to detach. We can move out, we can pop out of the usual patterns, and it gives us an opportunity to flip it, switch it, change it, go in a brand new direction. Aries, new direction, brave, courage to express and be. All right, so there you have it. That's how you can use your own natal chart and see more closely and more precisely where these events are going to be unfolding and how they may be affecting you during these next days, during these upcoming weeks. All right, thanks so much for paying attention. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you in the next video.